Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Love Island USA, and we've got a throwback to season 2 primarily, you guys, because look at the material. That is none other than season 2 winners, Justine and Caleb. And we got to talk about it because those of you who are new here, those of you, because I don't believe I had my YouTube channel yet when the height of the Justine and Caleb chaos that ensued and all the things. So I'm going to give you guys a quick recap. I believe I started when I first had my channel was when Love Island USA season 3 came out. So nonetheless, I had just started discussing season 3 on for USA, right? So nonetheless, those of you who are not familiar, those of you who are new viewers with the viral sensation of the billion minutes watched of Love Island USA season 6, we got to take it back to season 2 that up until now was considered the GOAT season of Love Island USA, right? And that was because season 2 winners, Justine and Caleb, had quite the postseason for the books, you guys. Everybody was, wrapped up in them, thought that they were this cute couple, really believed everything, right? And what happened was Justine and Caleb, they had to do a lot of promo stuff for the show because that was the COVID season. That was the pandemic Love Island USA where they were in Las Vegas, you guys, where CBS had them at the hotel, you guys. They had the roof of one of the hotels in Vegas or beaches or whatever that they converted into a villa, you guys. And the fans were so savvy because they were getting all the tea. They were getting when eliminations were being filmed. They were getting when the cast was coming back from challenges. And that was when people were spotting Justine and Caleb getting a little cozy outside of the camera. So people believed that this was a legit thing, right? We get out of the show. Caleb tries to monetize merch, selling merch that said "I love chocolate" until CBS got involved and said, "You're using our likeness. You have to give us the proceeds, right?" They did some interviews, and it was Caleb who was pushing that him and Justine were going to move to LA and be together and live happily ever after. It was Caleb who flew out to New Jersey and met Justine family, and her sister was doing all of the vlogging for the fans and for the people. I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of history, right? So eventually Justine moves out to LA, you guys, and Caleb does not. Caleb does not, right? And, people still think that they're together and that they're managing things long distance, although we didn't see them for a while. And then there was rumors towards the end of the year, 4 years ago-ish, that they were filming something big, like a commercial, a shoot, or whatever. And the rumor was it was for Fenty Skin, right? And so there were all of these alleged opportunities that were supposed to happen. Until Caleb's sister drops the bomb, right? She is the ultimate bombshell because she said, you know what? Let me drop this family photo in our Christmas PJs that features Caleb's actual girlfriend, you guys, who is not Justine. And it set the internet ablaze. There were people in group chats who claimed that they had this tea for months but did not bother spilling it at all. Claiming that they didn't want to get hate, but clearly if you had this picture or you had the tea that there was a real girlfriend in existence all this time, that would have been great to know. So then there was a little bit of time to where I think Justine and Caleb were trying to sort everything out. And then we get the breakup statements, right? We get the breakup statements that they broke up and all these things. Caleb starts losing a bunch of followers. And then he then says that he is getting unalive threats and all these things. And then Justine gives a statement not to send hate to Caleb. Then Caleb does some type of Instagram, whatever, that's like, listen, you guys have it all wrong. You're sending all this hate to me. But Justine knew what it was. Justine was in on the scam. We've been broken up actually since September and all the things. Justine knew what it was, knew that this was casual. knew that this wasn't serious, and she just played along to get to the bag, you guys. And, it pissed so many people off. Because they were like, you betrayed Justine. How dare you accuse Justine of clout chasing or pretending to be with you and all of these things, you guys. So that's the backstory, right? So fast forward to 2024. Fast forward to this weekend in Las Vegas, you guys, in which there was a party all weekend for some of the Love Island USA alumni. And by alumni, I mean everybody that was not a part of season 6, you guys. And it was giving, hey, reunited and it feels so good. It was giving, when you left, I lost a part of me. Is it so hard to believe, baby? Can't you see we belong together? What was happening? And why is Zeta always at the scene of the crime, you guys? So we had several Islanders that appeared. Season 1, we had Yaman, we had Kira, we had Ray, who does not miss the opening of an envelope, you guys. From season 2, we had Kirsten, we had Carrington, we had Justine, we had Caleb, we had Johnny. Sully is in New York for New York Fashion Week. I think she was the only smart alumni not to be in Las Vegas this weekend, you guys, because she understands the magnitude of what the impact she had on season 2, even though she didn't win, and has used that to maximize her opportunities and not fall back into the dumps of Love Island nonsense. And then we had Trey, you guys. Another person who disrespected Justine in interviews and everything else on the show, and post-show and everything else. And now they're doing, videos and things together, right? From season 3, we have Corey that is there. We have Kira, who's newly single, that was there. And we have CashApp. But Cinco and Trina were nowhere to be found. And I couldn't have been more happy, you guys. Season 4, we have none other than Zeta, you guys. Zeta, who also does not miss the opening of an envelope and will do anything for clout, including posting TikToks with Harrison, you guys, who also nobody cares about, and they continue to bring back on Peacock, and it's not giving. But this is the same person who you now want to push an interracial, not an interracial, an interracial relationship now for clicks and views, anything for clout, all because you said on your platform that you could take Justine's man, Jack Fowler, who also that was an interracial relationship, that you could take him under Justine's nose, basically, right? So you want to now push this, footage of Harrison. But that's not why the people are talking, right? So people are spotting all the Islanders, right? And, seeing what is up, seeing what's going on with the people. And, I believe the only person from season 5 that I saw, correct me if I'm wrong, was Imani. That was it. Didn't see Destiny, didn't see KK, didn't see Keenan, didn't see Leo. I believe, Bergie and Taylor are not only celebrating an anniversary, but also a birthday. I didn't see Hannah or Marco or, Carmen or any of those people, right? So pretty much all of, season 5, but Imani is there, and all of season 4. I said that backwards. Everyone decided not to attend of season 5, but Imani. Everyone for season 4 that I saw decided not to attend except for Zeta. Everyone for season 3 decided not to attend and skip this, except for CashApp, Corey, and Kira, you guys. And so nonetheless, we've got to talk about this because there was footage that Zeta posted that set the internet ablaze, and that was of, Justine and Caleb on a cabana. Then there was hidden footage from somebody else's, social media that has Caleb's arm around Justine, you guys, on the cabana. Then we have Kira from season 1, or Kyra, if you will, also posting footage of her dancing. But in the background, you see Caleb with his arm around Justine in the cabana. Now, this is interesting because night 1, Zeta posted footage in which Carrington is front and center and is, rapping along to a song. Caleb is in the background kissing who might be an alleged friend of Zeta that he just met that night. And then Zeta pans the camera over to Justine, who is looking triggered, is looking like she is feeling a certain way, only for less than 24 hours later, you guys, to be all up in the pictures and all up in the videos next to Caleb, right? And it wasn't just at this cabana, you guys. And then there was a picture of Justine and Caleb next to each other, as well as Johnny, you guys. And then Carrington calling Justine and Caleb his besties. And then we also have now Justine and Caleb on the party bus with his arm around Justine. Now, I have a few questions. Did Caleb break up with his real girlfriend, right? The alleged volleyball star, right? I believe that's who the girlfriend was. I believe her name was Cash, if you remember. Those of you real ones know. You A1 day ones know, right? I thought he had a girlfriend, right? And if he is single, right, it is this weekend, as he's just looking at this to gain some clout, to gain some notoriety, because it's interesting to me after all of these seasons, the season finally where the Love Island USA is finally the most talked about, is finally worldwide, is finally getting all of this attention, and the cast is getting record views and everything else. All of a sudden, Caleb, who wanted nothing to do with reality TV, wanted nothing to do with the people, now all of a sudden is outside. And not just outside, but him and Justine are all up in the video, are all up in the pictures together, acting like it is a spin the block type of weekend, you guys. And I just need to understand what is happening. Zeta never misses an opportunity to clout chase, so it does not surprise me at all that she is always at the scene of the crime, that she is always the one trying to, think that she is making other people look bad, but is also making herself look bad for being thirsty in the process. And also, Justine, here's this, right? A lot of people ride for you because they like how nice and genuine you are and how much of a sweetheart you are, right? I want to keep this a buck with you, though, right? More and more of the footage that comes out this weekend, especially the footage that involves you and Caleb, not Kada. I mean, we were calling him so many names. We were calling him Conlib. We were calling him Con Artist. We were calling him everything but his government name, you guys, because we were so agitated with the tomfoolery that he was doing, right? Boy, I have to ask this, Justine. Is this worth it? Because number one, you don't need this clout. You are in a Maybelline commercial, for crying out loud. You are getting all of the opportunities. You just won your second show in Love Island Games. You don't need to be here in Las Vegas. And if you had to go so bad, why are you in so many photos and videos with Caleb? And I can't even take the Cachet and Justine interaction seriously because you're still not even following each other anymore. I just think you guys are just keeping it cute and mute for the cameras. But I did see that you and Imani resolved whatever issues y'all had, because now y'all are following each other. But nonetheless, this thing with Caleb is very weird, right? It's not funny. It's not entertaining. You have to understand, as a reality TV star, as a reality TV fan, as a Love Island fan, Justine, how this goes. And the people were on Caleb's neck. The people had canceled Caleb. And for you, I don't care how much time has passed, to just be sitting up here hugged up with him, snuggled up with him, like he didn't embarrass you and humiliate you in front of millions of people and have a whole girlfriend out here, it is deplorable. And it's turning off your long-time supporters, Justine. Listen, if you want to just come out and say, listen, I don't care how horrible, how mean these men were to me, how nasty these men, what they said about me and all these things behind my back, and I'm just going to ride with them no matter what. If you just come out and say that, that's one thing. But the fact that you're going these lengths to make sure you and Caleb are seen as if you're trying to now rehab his image and get him to be on Love Island Games next year and you perhaps to make a cameo in Love Island Games, it's not giving what you think it is, Justine. And I don't know if you guys think that you're going to recreate what happened with Johnny and Sally on Love Island Games, but it's not. Because here's the thing, no matter how much people drag Johnny, it's still not on the level of what Caleb did publicly, right? Of scamming the people, of lying to the people, of all of these things. Remember on the show, you guys, those of you who watched season 2, when Justine and Caleb's families met and his dad was doing the Wakanda sign to Justine's family? You guys, I mean, it was a whole performance. It was a whole production. It was a whole show, knowing that Caleb is a milkman. Make it make sense. But I'm going to need you guys to understand, yes, there might be some people that are going to be here for the mess. Yes, there might be some people here that are thoroughly entertained that do not, for some reason in 2024, know how serious it was when we found out about Caleb secretly having a girlfriend this entire time, that are just caught up in the nostalgic of it all. But this isn't it, Justine. And this is what I mean. You're willing to go, I'm going to go as low as to keep the peace with people, no matter how problematic and disgusting they are. And that's not the answer. You can flat out ignore people. You can flat out decide, hey, I don't need you in my space. I don't need you in my presence. I am the clout. I am the attention. I don't need to be doing charity work for all of you bozos. But nonetheless, here we are. Nonetheless, Justine seems to think that we wanted to see Caleb content in 2024. And notice it is not any fans that are in Las Vegas right now that are crying and trying to stomp down to get to Caleb or to get to any of these former Islanders on the show. You guys do not have this pandemonium that season 6 currently has. And I thought you were above this, Justine. I thought you, of all people, would be in New York City this week for Fashion Week. But no. You're in here in Las Vegas slumming it up with the people who are using your likeness for clicks and views, and you are allowing it. The same people who dragged you on a consistent basis, especially off the show and on all of those podcast interviews. And you're like, listen, free charity this, free charity that, including Ray, who dragged you on the show. And Ray and Imani, I don't even know what you guys are trying to do, but it's not giving. And Imani, sis, you had so many good hairstyles. You were one of the best Black female Islanders when it came to hair care on this show across all of the franchises. Your hair was never out of place, never looked a mess, always had the right wigs, the right natural hairstyles, all of the things. But this blonde wig, whatever this atrocity is that's on your head this weekend, is an H-E-double-L no. H-E-double-L no, Imani. It washes you completely out, and it looks like you got it at Party City. Why? Why do we have this on? Why is this mop on your head? You know better. I don't understand. And can you get a social media manager, because you should be having a lot more clout and a lot more attention than what you have, and a lot more brand deals by now. But it's giving low budget. Whoever is running the social media, you guys, it is giving 1990 VCR tapes, you guys. And it's like where you have to hit the VCR for the static to stop and try to see what's happening. No. I'm going to need some upgrades to happen, Imani, because this isn't it. This isn't you. But as far as Justine and Caleb goes, I personally do not care. And Zeta, you continue to never beat the allegations that you will do anything to try to cut down Justine and try to make her, you feel you're always on this one-upper nonsense. And it's weird because she pays you absolute dust and does not bother you, but you are intending to make sure that you can find anything to make sure that you go viral for something, just like you did a few weeks back when the season 6 cast came out the villa. And you did the most with the Cordell and Serena content. You did the most trying to get Janae content. And I saw through it all. And you let your BFF Deb take over for you in Dallas temporarily, right? But Zeta, this behavior isn't it. Why can't anybody have their moment? Why do you have to insert yourself in everyone else's moment? I don't get it. It's as if nobody's going to talk about you unless you are involved in somebody else's mess or someone else's content, and it's old, it's delayed, it's stale. So let me guess, you're going to charge people on your blog again to spill the tea from this weekend in Las Vegas, like you charged the people to spill the tea on what happened with you and Timmy that turned out to be a confirmation that you guys were scamming, that Timmy told the people for free? Make it make sense. So there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.